All right, so that's last objective here. Now, based off of our errors, what could be a consequence of the decision we make, right? We need to learn more so than ever that our actions all have consequences, and that is definitely true in statistics. So, to determine a type 1 error probability, the probability of making a type 1 error in a statistical test is equal to the significance level, right? So, again, it is that significance level alpha that sort of determines whether we uh, reject the null or fail to reject the null. So, higher the higher that significance level, the higher the percentage that we're going to make a type 1 error, right? So again, if our alpha level is 0.05, there are less probabilities that are smaller than 0.05 than are smaller than 0.10. So here, you're going to have more of a probability of making a type 1 error because you have more of a chance of saying that something is significant and rejecting the null. All right. And again, you should understand your type 1 error and type 2 errors are linked by that alpha value. So as the type 1 error probability increases, the type 2 error probability decreases because you either reject the null or you fail to reject the null. There we go. Okay, so that alpha value is very important. All right, let's see what we got. So example 3, were the new batteries really better? Refer to example 1. Give a consequence of each type of error in this setting. So let me get a second and copy that back on here. I think I included enough to kind of refresh our brain. So it says a company um, has developed a new deluxe AAA battery that is supposed to last longer than its regular AAA battery. However, these new batteries are more expensive to produce, so the company would like to be convinced that they really do last longer. Based on years of experience, the company knows that its regular AAA batteries last for 30 hours of continuous use on average. So it says give a consequence of each type of error in the setting. So consequence is, this is like in the business world, right? How is this going to affect the business? So part A, type 1 error. So the company finds convincing evidence that its new AAA batteries last longer than 30 hours on average when their true mean lifetime really is just 30 hours. So basically what this is saying is the company thinks the new AAA battery is better, but it really is not. So what is the consequence? Well, right here it says these new batteries are more expensive to produce. So what's going to happen is the company will spend more money to produce the new batteries, the new AAA batteries. However, they aren't any better they aren't any better than the regular cheaper type. They aren't any better than the regular cheaper type. So there you go. Right? So again, the idea is okay, I'm going to make money a little bit more clear because that's an important word. So again, if the company spends more money to make these new and improved batteries, but they aren't any better than the ones you already have, then what's the point? So there we go. All right, what about the type 2 error? So the company doesn't find convincing evidence that the new batteries last longer than 30 hours when their true mean lifetime really is greater than 30 hours. So now we fail to reject the null. We say, okay, we're not going to worry about these new batteries. They don't really last any longer, but they actually do, right? So now the company does not produce. The company does not produce the new deluxe AAA batteries. Therefore, they might lose out on making money making more money they might lose out on making more money on the new product and providing consumers with a better battery option. Right, so you can kind of make this up as you go. This is not memorized by any means, right? This is trying to use some common knowledge, some common sense, if you will, to try to think about, okay, if I was in these people's shoes, uh, what would be the result of my error, right? The consequence. So the company does not produce the new deluxe batteries, therefore they might lose out on making more money on the new product and providing consumers with a better battery option. All right, there we go. All right, so do your best in this section. To me, this is a difficult section because you have to think it through. All right, so do your best. All right, have fun.